worry, Teresa, I'll make it big.
Each day is a new opportunity to be better. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. What's up, Orange Nation? My name is Coach KP, and I am so excited to bring you today's at-home workout right here in my very own backyard in Londonderry, New Hampshire. So for today, we're going to get started with a 4-minute block. You'll have 4 exercises, and it'll be timed 1 minute an exercise. Here they are. We're going to start with a full body rotation. So legs are wider than those hips. You're going to take one arm. We're going to rotate to the back as I do my foot pivots, those hips twist, and then bring it all the way across your body to the other side. Keeping that core tight, protecting that lower back as you move. You'll do 30 seconds on the right, and then we're going to switch 30 seconds on the left. From here, our second exercise is a lateral shift to a punch. So bring those legs wide. You're going to bend one knee, stretch the other, and that opposite arm comes forward into a punch. Come center, then we go to the other side. As you move, keep that spine nice and neutral and flat. Sit heavy in those heels as you go. Exercise number 3 coming your way is reverse lunge to a torso rotation. So reset your anchors, shoulders down, core tight, glute squeeze. I'm gonna take one leg step back. That front knee stays in over that ankle, back knee goes to the ground. Once in that lunge, you rotate to the outside of that front knee, come back center, reset, and then go the opposite way. Now, you can always limit that range of motion. You can always take out that rotation if needed. Our 4th and final exercise are jumping jacks. As your legs jack out, arms go over your head right here. As an option, take that jump out.
So I'm not gonna lie, she has the most like perfect backyard. Anyone else think that looks like a green screen? Let's begin full body rotation. I guess that's what happens when you lived in New England, New Hampshire. I don't think I've ever actually been to the state of New Hampshire. We'll be 100% honest. Okie dokes, guys, that full body rotation. Again, we're about halfway through on that one side. Just about 15. We'll switch to the other one. Not even that long. And switch arms. Remember, just like Ross, we got to pivot on that foot. Open all the way through the torso. Enjoy that stretch through the chest. So 15 seconds. Lateral shift to a punch, and begin. Nice, halfway through. Again, it's not about standing up in between. It's about keeping that booty back and the toes pointing the same direction. Make sure that knee comes right out over that big toe, reaching it forward. Don't let the knee collapse inward. Don't let it press out. 10 seconds. In 2. 1, alternating reverse lunge to torso rotation. Step it back, turn towards that front knee. And switch. Again, your range of motion is up to you and your body. You find whatever depth works for you. A little more than halfway through. Keep your core tight. Remember, it's not just about the legs. We have to brace through the belly before we lower it down. Just about 10 seconds. And jumping jacks or step jacks, whatever is appropriate for us today. There you go, guys. More than halfway through. The heart rate should be escalating. We got about 20 seconds. Block number 1 is going to be focused on the core. We'll have those rep counts. There you go, Christina. Nice, Aaron. Nice, Leah. Keep it up. And 2, 1. Moving on to block number 1 of 4. Ooh, Coach Demi from DC. See if we know her. Nope, never met her. Okay, dokes, we got 8 minutes here. We have 4 exercises. Well, we have 4 movements, 3 different exercises. We're gonna start with the wood chopper. That means we need that medium weight or a tea kettle. And we're gonna go ahead and pivot down to one knee and then switch it up, opening through the outside. So again, our wood choppers. She should be pivoting on that foot. You know she should. Both feet, you know what to do, guys. Okay, so we're gonna take it 10 repetitions here on the left side. We're then gonna move into our bear plank kick through. So let's go and watch this real quick. This is a newer one for us. Our bear plank is that bent knee. We find our tabletop, lift the knees up off the ground. As she's saying, push through those hands, spread the fingers out wide, palm engages. So keeping that knee bent, we're gonna come into a super sexy break dancer kind of move. I don't know how she's not gonna kick the hell out of the wall on the other side as she twists, but again, kick it through. If we can't kick it all the way through, you can just tap that toe instead. We're then gonna find ourselves moving on to wood choppers on the other side. So we hit the left that first round, second round we'll hit the right. And then last but not least, I don't think we need the demonstration of it. I appreciate it, Coach Demi. Last but not least, half get-ups. For those of you who hang out with me, you know this is my passion. You find that weight in your right hand, bend the right knee, left leg is extended, left arm is alongside of the body, elbows at a 45, line your thumb up with your hip. It is not a sit-up. You come up and out to that elbow, you press up to that palm, lining up the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, all in one good line. Then we're gonna come back down to the elbow and back down to the ground. Coach Demi did a great job of not letting her eyes leave that weight. 10 times up with that left arm, 10 times up with that right arm. And then we're gonna go back to the beginning. 10 repetitions, 8 minutes through. Any questions, guys? Let's get uncomfortable in 3, 2, 1, begin. So again, I don't like that she's not pivoting on that left foot as she's chopping with the right, meaning when she comes down ever so slightly, just take care of that knee. She looks young and flexible through the knees. Mine are a little more frozen. There you go, Leah, you got it. Nice, Amanda. There you go, Cece. Once we get through those 10, we come into that bear plank kick through. So again, find yourself in a full plank, stepping forward to that tabletop and lift the knees up off the ground. We're going break dancer, we're going super fun, twist and kick, twist and kick. We're alternating which side we're going on. So I'm really sorry if my feet are extra squishy or extra squeaky. In the thunderstorms last night, my basement flooded ever so slightly, so some of the tiles are wet. So if you hear me squeaking, I do apologize. It's kind of annoying for me too. Again, just 3 total moves in here. We get to those wood choppers on the other side. Twisting through the torso, pivoting on both feet. Awesome, friends, awesome. So again, if you want me to watch your get up form, just go ahead and unmute yourself. Happy to take a peek. Nice, Leah, nice. There you go, Amanda. Good job keeping your eyes on that weight. Remember, Leah, don't let the weight come forward. It's always got to press straight up to the sky. When you're sitting all the way up, your biceps should be glued to your ear. There you go.
Okay, Mel, do you mind making sure mine's right?
Yeah, I'd love to watch you, Miss Christina.
Okay.
Okay, so if your left arm is up, you're gonna bend your left knee.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Yep, okay. So stop right there. Glue your bicep to your ear.
Okay.
There you go. Now there you go. When you lay all the way down, it'll come down, but when you're sitting all the way up, it should be pointing. There you go. Do you feel the difference in that lat?
Totally, yes, thank you.
Sweet, no problems at all. You guys know how I feel about half get-ups. And Erin from Pennsylvania, if you don't already, now you know. Guys, we're halfway through this block, 4 minutes down, 4 minutes to go. Beautiful, guys. We got about 3 minutes left in the block. Let's try to get all the way through at least 2 times. Ooh. Keep up that intensity, guys. Think of this as a little more endurance. The reps are a little bit higher. Our goal is to keep continuous movement through the entire block. Two-minute warning. Okay. Give up. Just gonna go bare feet. Since I'm in a bear plank, it totally makes sense. 90 seconds, guys. 90 seconds to work through the rest of this core block. From here, we're going to go into a run row kind of cardio action. So really use this as your strength time. We don't have to rush through. The feet seem to squeak just as much as the shoes did. Oh, first row problems. Lightning was exciting. 45 seconds. team. We got about 20 seconds left. Then we'll move into block number 2. Find yourself balancing out those reps if we need to work it through on the other side. I see you. In 2, 1, and relax. Okay, dokes. Block number 2, 8 minutes long. This is our run row. So we're going to start each and every round with a run. That's going to be high knees. First one's going to be 15 seconds, and then we're going to build on them each and every time, working our way through a little bit longer. The other exercises are going to be a front squat, a hip hinge low row, and a jump squat. So let's go ahead and see what those all look like. Coach Anthony. Rest will get a little bit longer each time. So 15 seconds of high knees in the first round. We're then going to grab those 2 medium weights, and we got front squats, holding the weights, palms face towards the body, lock them at the chest, sit the booty down, shoulders back and down, eyes out on the horizon. Man, he's got a good squat. Look at that form. We're then going to take it, guys, into a hip hinge low row. Hinge it over, send those hips behind you, extend the arms out, squeeze between the shoulder blades. This is strength, guys. Don't think about rushing it through. You already had the cardio with the high knees. Exercise number 3, we're going to go back to that cardio aspect, jump squat. Supposed to think about how many can you get. Let's think about how high you can get. We'll work this through 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Rest gets longer, but so do the high knees. Any questions, guys? Begin, high knees, drive, 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 drive. 15 seconds to get that heart rate way up. Then we're gonna get right into those front squats. I know there's not a lot of time to transition here, but you guys are quick like bunnies. You can do it. In 2, 1, grab those weights, and we're going into a front squat. Find something you can do that low row with too, because there's not gonna be any transition time. Your squat is your own range of motion. Halfway through, depth is up to you. In 2, 1, hinge it over, low row squeeze. It's halfway. We're going right into those jump squats, guys. If you cannot jump today, tippy toes is your option. Let's begin. Fire off those toes. Explode to the sky. Nice. More than halfway through, team. We're coming up on 5, 2, 1, and rest. We have 15 seconds to rest, and then we're going back to the high knees. This time it'll be 30 seconds of high knees and 30 seconds of recovery, 20 of the rest of them. It seems a little confusing, but I promise once you see it on the board, it'll make sense. In 3, 2, 1, high knees. Drive those knees, drive those elbows. There's halfway. Come on, drive it up, drive it up. Ooh, I found a really wet spot in the basement. And 2, 1, front squat, grab those weights. Run right into it. It's only 20 seconds. We don't want to waste any of them. Reach that booty back. Keep that core tight. And low row. Hinge it over and squeeze. Again, it's not about speed here, team. That's what those high knees and jump squats are for. Or really what the high knees are for. In 2, 1, jump squats. Again, let's work on height as opposed to quantity. And pause. We got 30 seconds. So what does that mean? We're going to take big, deep breaths. If you need to grab a little sip of water, so be it. Let's walk it around. At the end of this 30 seconds, we're going to find 45 seconds of those high knees. But 45 seconds of recovery. Mentally, we're halfway through block number 2. Numerically, not quite yet. Into 1, high knees. So you have to think about your pacing. We have to work here for 45 seconds. Not saying I want you just to stop and march, unless your body needs to. What we're saying is slow down that intensity. Just a titch. If you're on the tread by like 0.1, so you can hold on to that effort. So you can feel uncomfortable, but in control. 15. Come on, drive those knees up. We'll get to breathe on that front squat. 5 to go. And front squat. Grab those weights again, guys. There's no reason to wait. I didn't mean to use the word. Same word twice. Chest up, core tight, weight in the heels. Remember, we're sitting back, not bending over. Low row, hinge, and squeeze. Pause at the top, guys. Use that slow, low count. Jump squats into 1. We explode. Let's go. Drive it up. Again, recoil yourself down at the bottom. Squeeze everything up to the sky. Come on. 2, 1, and relax. We got 45 seconds. What does that mean? It means our final round is upon us. 1 minute of those high knees. We're still trying to get that same uncomfortable sensation, but we may not be able to keep up that intensity without losing it on the backside. Take a couple of good deep breaths. You know what to do. Wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down, open and close your jaw. Let go of this previous effort. It's all we got. It's 1 round in front of us. We'll start with those high knees for 1 minute of work. You got about 10 seconds. Gets right into it, guys. Let's get right into it. In 3, 2, 1, begin. So again, it's not that we aren't creating the intensity, but we're not shooting ourselves in the foot by giving it all we got in the first 15. We want to hold the pace right here, right now, through the entire 60 seconds. We got some juice. We'll turn it up at the end. Don't worry. Halfway. Knees up. We have just 15 seconds. You're 15. What are you gonna do? Come on. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Front squats. Grab those weights. I know you want to catch your breath, but you got this. Right into that squat. Exhale on the way up. Inhale down. Exhale, blow that air out. Hip hinge, low row. Fold it over. Belly button's engaged. Like someone were going to try to tickle you. You were trying to pull your belly button away from their fingers. Come on. 2, 1. Jump squats. Last round of them. Float it up. How high can you go? Coil up that spring. Rebuild that energy. And explode to the sky. 4, 2, 1. Hot diggity dog team. Coach P and our perfect manicured back lawn. Love it. So block number 3. It's going to be a build block. Round number 1, we're going to do just 1 exercise. Round number 2, we'll do exercise 2 and 1. so on and so forth. If we get all the way through, we'll come back down the ladder. We need our 2 medium weights or objects. Okay, Coach KP, let's talk about what we've been doing, yo. Okay, dokes. Starting here in our neutral position, we are going for those half thrusters. She's going pretty low for what I would call a half thruster, but remember, it's all about using the power of the legs to get the weights to the sky, not using your arms. We're then going to take it into a straight-legged raise to crunch. So lay it down on the ground, extend the legs out, hands behind the head, lift the legs up, crunch the abdominals, lower the legs down, bring them up, crunch the abdominals. Do not lead with your elbows, lead with the middle of your chest. Do not lead with your chin, lead with the middle of your chest. If we need to, we can bend the knees, reducing that range of motion if the lower back is chit-chatty. Then we'll find ourselves into a sprinter sit-up. I lost my cursor. Sprinter sit-up, driving that finger towards that opposite toe. I want you guys to keep your back flat. Let's think about using power on the way up and slow on the way down. Static crunch with over-unders. That means that our shoulders are up off the ground. Over-unders are what I would call scissor kicks. Take your left over your right over your left. If we flex the feet, we engage the hamstrings. If we point the toes, we engage the quads. Do not put your hands under your back. Learn how to engage your lower abdominals by pulling your belly button in. We're here, guys, 10 minutes. We're going to build. Again, we'll start with just those thrusters, and then we'll go into the straight leg raise to cross, blah, 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 to thrusters. If you have questions, just ask me. It's written out on the bottom of the board. It's really kind of confusing, so feel free to give me a little waveroo if you don't get it. 10 thrusters, 10 leg raises, and 10 thrusters. 10 sit or sprint ups, 10 leg raises, 10 thrusters, so on and so forth. And then we'll lose one. So again, if that lower back is chit-chatting, that straight leg raise, just go ahead and bend the knees, bring them here. If we want to, we can always go one leg at a time as well, giving a little bit of stability in that lower back. Relax the head back as those legs find their way to the floor. Do not arch the spine. Again, on the sprinter setup, we're thinking powering on the way up, slow, ooh, excuse me, with control on the way down. How flat can you keep that back as you lower to the earth? Ooh, muscles, not momentum, right? Ooh, that straight leg raise to crunch right after the sprinter sit-ups. It's a little tricky there, Orange Larry. Man, this is a tough one. You guys are killing it. Digging deep, continuing to build on the high volume of those thrusters. If you need to take a little break, take a breather, and then get right back to it. Are you good, Leah? Okay. Man, I was not racing to the static crunch over-unders. Nice, guys, nice. Here in our 10-minute block, we are already through 5:30. That means, guys, we are more than halfway through. Just about a little over 4 minutes left here. How far can you get through? Woo. Right into that sprinter sit-up. Gollies, guys. Nice, guys, nice. We're coming close to that 3-minute mark. Woo. I know, guys, the struggle is real. We talk about that celebrities living on their yachts aren't necessarily actually in this with us, but believe you me, we are all in this one together. Keep it up, keep it up. We got about 2:15 left on the clock in block number 3. Block number 4 is going to be the shortest one so far, and the last one of the day. Come on, guys, come on. I know we have to pick back up at the thrusters, but you guys are strong enough to do it. 90 seconds. Only 90 seconds left in this entire block. Push yourself to go just a little bit harder. For some of us, Friday still means something. Let's get ready to enjoy the weekend party. With just 1 minute left, you guys got this. Come on, guys, let's even impress yourselves. You got just a little bit of time left here. No stopping, no waiting. 30 seconds of continuous movement to make yourself proud. Five seconds. And relax. Hot damn, we're back to Coach Demi here for block number 4. Block number 4 is going to be a Tabata block. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of recovery, 3 rounds through, 6 minutes total. When we finish it, we finish it. So what's going to happen, guys, is we're going to start with a blast off plank. No push up in it. We got enough of those with the burpees yesterday. We're going to start in our plank position. We're going to bend the knees, drop the booty all the way back, shifting into that child's pose-like position with the knees off the ground, or our bear plank. So we'll watch it real quick. Bend the knees, drive the hips back. So imagine that your back were attached to a clothesline with clothespins. You couldn't dip, you couldn't dive. You have to keep that back flat the entire time. After 20 seconds, we'll go ahead and take a rest. Standing ourselves up, we're gonna go to that alternating reverse lunge with floor tap. We did it 2 days ago when I was at the beach. So here's my deal. Look at her, guys. She's going all crazy round. She was going into her toes. You saw all the things that I would yell at you for. So remember, keep the front heel planted, keep the shoulders back and down, keep the chest proud. If you can reach the ground, groovy. If not, that's fine. Down in that plank, let's go. Push it, or blast off plank. Shift it back, drive it forward, shift it back, drive it forward. Come on, come on, come on. We got 10 seconds. And relax. If you need to make up a couple of them, that's fine. No one's going to judge. But you're going to need to stand up for that next one. So let's find yourself standing tall and reverse lunge with that floor tap. Again, if we can't reach the floor, that's fine. I would rather you keep your chest up, core engaged, and reach towards the floor than to bend over and round the spine and disengage through the sole of the foot. And relax. We got 10 seconds to breathe. Round number 1 done. Now we know what we're doing. Round number 2, we'll kick ass. In 2, 1, push up or blast off planks. You usually call them the blast off push-ups. So again, back is flat. We're just shifting forward and back by bending through the knees. You got about 5 seconds. And relax. We have 10 seconds to breathe. Let's go ahead and take that time to stand up. Shake it out. Once more, going with that reverse lunge to the floor tap. So that right leg is stepping back. We're touching with our right hand. Begin. So again, I'd rather that spine be flat and you nowhere near the ground than to bend over and to roll into that toe. In 2, 1, we rest, 10 seconds. This is it, round number 3, last round. Who's excited? Timing wise, that seems weird, but begin. I think there should be 4 rounds. I don't know, it's fine, just go. 20 seconds of work. We'll see what happens. And relax, we got 10 seconds. And begin. Maybe it's supposed to be 6 rounds instead of the 3 rounds that they tell me it's supposed to be. Whatever, we're gonna keep going till that clock stops. Sounds good? Amanda, other hand. There you go. Probably feels a little more natural.
I had to think about what my other hand even was.
So yeah, I'm guessing it's supposed to be 6 rounds instead of 3 rounds. We're halfway through, team. Begin. Blast off planks. So I was like 3 rounds is not 3, it's not 6 minutes, but it's okay. There you go, power it forward. Lock those cheeks and rest. I love you, team, but this one I'm not doing apology burpees for. I'll show you a piece of paper. It tells me only 3 rounds. Okie dokies, begin. Pick up that pace, guys. It's only 20 seconds of work. You now know what it's supposed to feel like. You found that pattern, or you found the pattern. Now let's find the rhythm. In 2, 1, and rest. You got 10 seconds. Round number 4 of 6 complete. We got 2 more to go, guys. Begin. Blast off push up, or blast off plank. Oh, I don't think I'm ever going to learn the name of this exercise. So where's the blast off point? That's coming forward. Press through your legs like you were driving off the blocks of the rower. In 2, 1, you rest. Stand it up. You got those lunges. Remember, guys, this coming up will be our final round. Begin. So if you want to get a little more work done on those lunges, let's crank up that intensity. So for that final one, you can really bang them out. If my knee will continue to let me do this. 2, 1, and rest. We got 10 seconds of rest. Okay, let's try that one again. Who's excited for the final round? Yay! We're going to that plank in 3, 2, 1, begin. Squish it back, shift it forward. If those knees are broken, just don't go as far back. Keep the knees as close to the ground as possible though. In 5. And rest. We got 10 seconds of rest. Then we're coming into that last set of those alternating reverse lunges. Your knees aren't doing it no more. Take it into a reverse or into alternating single leg deadlift. Begin. Still working on that balance. Still working to reach the ground. Just not bending those knees anymore. Come on, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, rock stars. There you go, Erin. There you go, Leah. Look at you, Cece, moving with a quickness. I love it, I love it, I love it. And rest. Congratulations, guys. Round of applause for yourselves. You guys did awesome. Give your neighbors a little bit of love. Woo. We are going to stretch it out. Sorry, Coach Anthony. But we are going to move on out. Stop that share. Oh, awesome. Big deep breath in, shake it out, roll it out. Let's go ahead and get some good body stretches. Inhale, circle sweep arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive it all the way down to the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest and let the upper body hang heavy. Let's take the hands to the backs of the thighs, the backs of the calves, or maybe we can even flatten our hands, placing our palms on the back side of our feet with the middle finger just touching the ground. So what's going to happen, guys, instead of thinking about straightening the legs, I want you to pull the belly button into the spine and lift your hips higher. Shift body weight into the balls of the feet. Squeeze through the belly button to lift the hips and drop the chest. Don't look at the wall in front of you. There ain't nothing happening. Press those pinky toes down. Exhale all the air out of your belly, and once more lift those hips. Hold, guys. You gotta breathe. You gotta hold.
Release that grip. Bend the knees ever so slightly. Tuck the chin to the chest and roll it all the way up. Go ahead and step those feet wide. 3 times, if not 4 times, hip distance apart. We're going to turn the heels out so the toes point in. Inhale, sweep it up to the heavens. Exhale, swan dive it down. Hands to thighs, to shins, or fingers to the feet. So the tendency here in our straddle fold, I'm just going to turn for the visual people in the room, is to go ahead and throw those hips way back. Well, that's great, but it doesn't actually stretch through our hamstrings. So what I want you to think about is shifting weight forward into the balls of the feet. And once more, don't worry about straightening your legs. Worry about lifting your hips and dropping your chest. We'll feel that stretch through the back side of the inner thighs. Let's go ahead and come through a twist. Plant the right hand. If we need to find those right fingertips, so be it. We can get the palm to the floor. That's lovely. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Follow the left arm with those eyes. Really pressing into the ground to squeeze the right shoulder around. We're all about exhaling to empty all the air out of the belly today. When we do, go ahead and twist just a little bit deeper. Go ahead and release it out. It's right arm's turn. Reach it up. Again, press through the left hand to bring the right shoulder around. And release it down, keeping the feet wide. Roll it all the way up. We're going to do a funky little bit of yoga stretching here, coming into our triangle pose. Left foot stays exactly as it is. Right toes turn out from about a 40 or 90 from where they are. So they're going to come straight out of the hip. Hips are going to face towards the camera. Extend the arms out into our lowercase t arms. We are going to shift that right arm forward. When we cannot reach any farther forward, we're going to hinge it down. Hand to thigh, hand to maybe the shin. Maybe we can find those fingers on the inside of the ankle. So what happened? Well, that left hip probably collapsed down in. That right thigh started screaming, so we bent the right knee, and then we were wondering what the heck's going on. So let's go ahead and start to straighten that right leg, even if it means we have to bring that leg arm up. Let's go ahead and reach that left arm to the sky and press the left hip back. Imagine that you were squished between 2 panes of glass. Try to flatten the body out. Feel the stretch through the hip flexors, through the side body, through the inner thighs. Inhale it up. Hands come to the hips. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Again, do not let the hips come around. Keep them open and wide. Extend the arms out into our lowercase t, palms down. We reach, 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 reach until we can't reach no more, and then we fold. Hand to thigh to shin or fingers to the floor. Again, we're not putting our body weight on this leg. We are finding ourselves using the core to hold ourselves up. Don't drop that hip in, press it back. How do we do that? Engage your left butt cheek so hard that I could throw a quarter from here and it would still bounce off. Ooh, Nelly. Roll the shoulders back. Press the chest forward. Using that core strength, go ahead and inhale it up. Hands come to the hips, heel toe it together. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Exhale, swan dive it all the way down, bending through the knees, fingers to the floor. Step it out into that plank. Lower it down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale through cobra. If we'd like to, we can lift a little bit taller. Get a little core stretch in here. And exhale, release it down. Inhale through our kneeling plank, walk those hands back, finding that all fours position. Exhale, arch the spine toward the sky here in our cat. Feel the stretch from those low rows. Release it out. We roll the shoulders back and down and pull the chest through the window of the arms. Try to imagine that you're touching the tips of your shoulder blades to the top of your pelvis. Folding right in half, just like a Murphy bed. Go ahead and find that neutral spine. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, drop the heels, downward facing dog. Let's bicycle the feet real quick. Just drop one heel, bend the opposite knee, and alternate. Ooh. Once more on each side. We'll lift up on both sets of tippy toes. Drop those heels way back. Walk those fingers back. When we find the weight in those feet once more, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders in your back pockets. Big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Little pat on the back. Little clap, clap, clap for your neighbors. You guys did awesome today.